I cannot tell you how many times I've fallen in love with love. I used to go out on dates and be so focused on the checklist and making sure he met all the criteria, only later to wind up wondering who this fool is in front of me. Have you ever been there? Well, we're going to be exploring the illusion of love. In the beginning, everybody seemed compatible, right? But over time, as you get to know them and them rose-colored lenses are taken off, you see the truth of who they are, which often don't line up with what you want. No more falling in love with the idea of a person. You got to fall in love with the right person for you. And by the end of this episode, you'll have an understanding of the illusion and also the signs to know if you are falling in love with your desires or the reality of who they are. Well, we're going to be exploring the illusion of love. In the beginning, everybody seemed compatible, right? But over time, as you get to know them and them rose-colored lenses are taken off, you see the truth of who they are, which often don't line up with what you want. No more falling in love with the idea of a person. You got to fall in love with the right person for you. And by the end of this episode, you'll have an understanding of the illusion and also the signs to know if you are falling in love with your desires or the reality of who they are. Ready for a love life transformation? Introducing one-on-one coaching with your very own love coach. That's me. I know this road to love can be bumpy, full of twists, turns, and a few too many wrong exits. We'll tackle the roadblocks, shift those pesky beliefs, and deepen your self-love. All key ingredients to attracting the love you desire. Think of me as your personal trainer for the heart. We'll flex those emotional muscles, build resilience, and get your love life in the best shape ever. Whether there's some healing from a past relationship needed, struggling in the dating world, or just seeking to enhance your current relationship, I'm here for you. Apply for coaching sessions today and let's turn your love life into a success journey. Click the link in show notes today and let's unlock the power of love together. Hey Encourager, welcome to the Encourage Over Everything show, where each and every single episode is a burst of positivity and insight, especially for you. In the hustle and bustle of life, finding moments of joy and encouragement can be a challenge, and that's where I come in. Our show is all about uplifting your spirits and giving you that much needed boost in life, love, and relationships. Dive into stories of love, conquering all and discovering secrets to a happier, healthier life. Whether you are single, in a relationship, or navigating the complex world of dating, we've got something special for you. Tune in to the Encourage Over Everything show now. Listen, laugh, learn, and let's encourage over everything together. Encourager, I hope this message finds you happy, whole, and healthy. Yes, let's have more of that in our lives. Can I get an amen? I know I can't be the only one who has ever fallen in love with love multiple times. Back in my dating days, Lord knows I had my fair share of falling in love with love on repeat and constantly running into the same exact scenario, winding up wondering who this fool is. When you have that checklist mentality, having that list and thinking that it's your criteria and everybody that you meet has to check everything off of the list, and that's supposed to tell you if the person is compatible for you, listen, we have got to do better. Because if not, you end up in a relationship with somebody and then you are wondering who they are because they end up being the exact opposite of everything you checked off your list. Projection is a mug. Essentially, what's happening is you're taking that list and projecting all of your desires and fantasies onto another person without even realizing it. Listen, no shade, because I'm about to tell you how to flip the script. Hey there, love adventurer. Are you ready to discover the secret ingredient to your love life? Introducing the Love Optimizer Quiz, your guide to unlocking the mysteries of your heart. Listen, we know, you might feel like you've tried it all, but hey, why not try something a bit different, a bit more you? Whether you are single, mingling, or deeply committed, this quiz is designed just for you. It's not just any quiz, it's a journey to understanding your love beliefs, your relationship needs, and how you connect with others. Take the Love Optimizer quiz now and step into a world of love-filled possibilities. Click the link below to take the quiz and let the magic begin. Because when it comes to love, there's always something new to learn. Let's unlock the doors to your heart today. I tell you, the rom-coms have done a number on love. When you start romanticizing your list and projecting it onto someone else, it's really a form of seeking fulfillment of your own needs and desires. And this really clouds your perception of seeing someone for who they truly are. It all feeds into the illusion because you've taken the list and you're so deeply in love with everything that you've listed out that you then see that in anyone really that you want to see it in. And that can be a huge love foul when it comes time to really picking the partner that is best for you. Because if you've just projected everything that you want and desire onto this person, and then they end up not being those things, it's a huge letdown. It really places a lot of pressure in an unrealistic way on this person to live up to some hype that you done created. Eventually, the delusion wears off, and then you are stuck with all these unmet expectations. And it can really just lead to a constant cycle of dissatisfaction, and it creates emotional distance over time. You stop trusting your own inner voice, your own inner wisdom that's guiding you because you've allowed the rose-colored lenses to lead the way. So let's normalize dating for the sake of getting to know someone and not just checking boxes off of a list. So how do you know if you are allowing the checklist to run you instead of you running you? And listen, I don't want to give checklist a bad name here because checklists really do serve a purpose. It is important to know what you want and know if the person that you select as your mate is really going to be the person that you ultimately believe that you desire. Yes, that's important. But don't allow the list to drive you so that you overlook genuine connections, because sometimes we have romanticized that list, honey, to where you start overlooking the obvious. The list can play a role, but it is not the role. It is not the deciding factor on if this person is compatible with you or not. So rather than just looking for a bunch of desired traits, make sure that you are really seeing the person for who they are. The next sign is being disconnected from reality. Listen, we can all make anything work. And this shows up if you are ignoring blatant signs or just downplaying their actual behaviors and beliefs because you are just in love with the idea of them or the idea of this idealized checklist that you think is coming to life. People are actually really good at telling you who they are and what they're about. So if you're dating someone or even in a relationship with someone and you realize that their perspective on relationships is one of doom and gloom, or if they don't even see themselves as a long-term relationship person, but yet that's your ultimate desire, instead of downplaying that or ignoring that, it's really something that you have to pay attention to, because otherwise you end up playing the let me see if I can convince him game. Let me see if I can convince him that he don't really want that. He really want what I want. And I'm so fabulous and I'm so wonderful that he won't have any other choice but to realize he does want a relationship. He just wants one with me. Okay. We've got to stay connected to reality. And when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Do not romanticize them into your list, because ultimately, in the long run, you will be left dissed. Hey, encourager, are you ready to supercharge your mornings and make the most out of your day? I've got something super special for you that will help give you the motivation you need to jumpstart your mornings and amplify your productivity. You've got to get your hands on the Amplify Your AM freebie. Get ready to conquer your day like a boss. Let me tell you why this freebie is a total game changer. With Amplify Your AM, you'll receive a powerful toolkit packed with simple morning rituals and motivational strategies to help you unlock your full potential. Imagine waking up feeling energized, confident, and ready to take on any new challenge that comes your way. This is your opportunity to design a morning routine that will set you up for success. Discover and implement practical strategies to increase productivity. Create a morning routine that aligns with your goals. Develop habits that will empower and motivate you, and organize your day for maximum efficiency. Ready to transform your mornings and maximize your time? Click the link in the show notes to grab your Amplify Your AM toolkit now. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your day and achieve your dreams. And tag a friend who needs a productivity boost, and let's crush those goals together. Remember, encourager, every day is a new opportunity to rise and shine. Don't wait any longer. Get your Amplify Your AM freebie today and start creating your dream mornings. You got this. Click the link in the show notes and amplify your AM today. The last sign I want you to be aware of is constant disappointment. If you are constantly feeling disappointed when someone doesn't meet your idealized standards, it is a sign that you are being in love with what you want and not who they are. It is time to reevaluate how this pattern keeps playing out. I remember when I was deep in my single season. You know, the first couple of years is cool. It's fun. It's hey. But year after year after year, when you are slowly the last single person or the last of the couple of the single ones in your friend group, it gets really, really discouraging. And in those moments of discouragement, you start downplaying what you want. Like, you know what? He don't need to have all his teeth. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to have all of them. Or whatever version of downplay you are willing to do. But by downplaying what you really want, you end up settling for less than what you deserve. And that's not going to get you there either. So it is so important to recognize when you are constantly finding yourself in that same position. It is time to really check yourself. I know you don't want to waste your time, but you very well may end up feeling that way if you aren't vetting and deciding to date quality over quantity. Be willing to invest your time. Really ask yourself, is this someone I want to invest my time in getting to know? You cannot rush determining if someone is truly a quality potential partner. These things take time. It takes time to get to know someone. And if you're not settling or constantly lowering your standards just because it's been so long that you've been in this dating season, listen, this season is worth it. The time spent in this season, it is all worth it. If it means having the love of your life, trust all of this time and all of this process is worth it. Really take some time to reflect on the moments when you have ignored and rationalized away someone's actual words and their actions because they didn't fit into this idealized version that you thought they should. Recognize those signs so that you can address the pattern and really know what you're going to do differently instead of lowering your standards. Instead of just using the checklist and seeing them as meeting every single criteria, really invest the time to get to know them as a person. It's time to really recalibrate your expectations so that you can foster more accepting and loving relationships. Think of it this way. When you're dating or even in a relationship, you want someone to love you for who you are, not because you just check off a bunch of boxes on a list. Your potential partner wants the same. They also want to be loved and accepted for who they are. Now, if they just so happen to be the person who does check everything off of your list, hallelujah. But if they are not, be willing to release them so that they can go and live their life and you can move forward living yours so that you are available for the love that's yours. Dating really teaches you so much about yourself if you will allow it. So utilize this time to really get to know yourself. Because when you know who you are and you are rooted in that, you attract from that place. And you can tell when you are just romanticizing a person or if you are really falling for the real thing. And know that every single date is bringing you closer to your dream partner and the love you ultimately desire. If I had to go out on 1,000 dates to have my husband now, I would do it no problem. I obviously needed all of the years of my single season for me to become the woman of his dreams. And I don't regret not 1 second of it, and neither will you. So don't just fall for the mirage of love or fall in love with your desires. Make sure that you are rooted in reality and you are allowing yourself to see this person for who they are. The best way to do that is to get to know them over time, because in time you will see their true character. If their integrity is in alignment with yours, it will be so obvious. So don't get caught up wearing the rose-colored lenses. that you don't see the person for who they are. If you really want to save yourself time and you don't want to waste your time, make more time to see a person for who they truly are. And know that even if they are not the one, they are bringing you one step closer to the one that is. So encourage over your vision of love and know when you are rooted in your desires versus reality. Because together we can encourage over everything. Encourager! Thank you for joining as we explore the power of positivity in overcoming life's obstacles, especially when it comes to love, relationships, and everything in between. We are having that real talk, sharing real experiences, and creating real connections. It's not just a podcast, it's a community of like-minded souls looking to encourage each other in every aspect of life. So don't forget to share the Encourage Over Everything show with friends and loved ones. Let's spread the message of love, hope, and encouragement far and wide. And remember, hit the poll or question at the end of each episode for your chance to appear in my IG stories. Stay tuned in. Whether you're looking for encouragement in your personal life, seeking advice on love and relationships, or just need a friendly voice to brighten your day, I got you. Listen, share, and hit that subscribe button to stay updated and uplifted with each episode on the Encourage Over Everything show. Because life's too short for anything less than joy and love. Let's encourage each other over everything. Yes, because together we can encourage over everything.